Hello, welcome to Soul Horizons Tarot. I'm going to be doing a reading for the sign of Taurus. This is going to be showing us the person most on your mind, whether you're in a connection with them, whether you're separated, or whether it's just someone that you are romantically interested in. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it will not resonate for everyone. If it does not sound familiar, if it does not fit your situation, then it is not your story. If it does resonate, let me know in the comments section, or feel free to like, share, and or subscribe. I've already shuffled, so we're going to cut and start. And before I forget, start the timer. Okay. So this side over here will be the person most on your mind's side. This side over here will be your side. That is a little loud. Alright. Make sure everything's in frame and then we'll get started. Alright, I think that'll be alright. Okay. So we're going to start off on the person that's on your mind, their side. This will be about their current energy situation. Now this could involve you, or it could be just very centered on them. Alright, so they have the Seven of Cups. So for their current energy situation, there's a lot of confusion, uncertainty, maybe mixed feelings, muddled thoughts, maybe a little bit of self-delusion going on. We'll see what that's about. Maybe having too many options, or not knowing which option is the correct one. Tell me about that Seven of Cups, okay? We have Pisces energy here with the Hangman. So this is a card about taking a moment to reflect, or being put into a position where you have to take a pause, take a breather. Maybe it's stagnancy or being stuck. But usually the lesson here with the Hangman is that you're supposed to use that time wisely to think about all aspects of something, to consider a new approach, to see things from a different perspective, or to gain some insight or clarity because you're in an inverted position. Usually it's a guy hanging upside down, but this person looks like they're either taking some time to reflect or to consider something, or they're in a position of having no choice but to do that. It kind of feels like that, if I'm being honest. Almost like they're stuck on something. Like they keep going over and over something in their head because their feelings are attached. Cups talk about feelings. Tell me one more with the Hangman and the Seven of Cups, please, for this person's current energy situation. One more with the Hangman and the Seven of Cups for this person's current energy situation. Tell me one more. Okay. Okay, so Seven of Cups, clarifying the Seven of Cups. Yeah, there's just a lot of confusion. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of things not being clear. Possibly it could be like a mental imbalance or an emotional imbalance. Like their emotions are all over the place. They feel very like lethargic or confused, like foggy-minded, foggy head, brain fog. Let me see if I can see what about. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Why are they confused? Why are they uncertain? Why is there confusion? What's going on? Okay. Five of Pentacles. There was a loss, or they're at the brink. They're at they're in a position where things are about to take a turn for the worse. Like they could be nearing a precipice of like losing a job, losing a home, losing a paycheck or a steady paycheck, maybe even being kicked out of a family situation, feeling a little lost. Maybe they're confused about a situation that happened or is happening, being rejected, left out in the cold, abandoned, feeling neglected. It could be that some of them have like been kicked out of a family unit, or maybe they've even removed themselves from a family unit. A friend, a social circle, they've lost a friend, not like they're anything dire, but it's very much like I'm not feeling welcome. Let's see the dog barking. Like an interloper or an intruder, being treated like an outcast or feeling like an outcast, whether or not that's true. So this person is very much in their feelings and potentially very confused about what's going on, what's happening to them. Okay. This could be pertain to the two of you. Maybe they're confused about you or how you feel, or maybe you guys broke up and they don't really know what happened, but it could be completely separate from you. Have nothing to do with you. Alright, so your current energy situation, the Knight of Pentacles. So this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So this is your energy, Earth. But you could be kind of, alright, moving slow on something, taking your time, evaluating as well, but I mean, the Knight of Pentacles is slow, is the slowest knight, because he plans, he strategizes, he plans everything out ahead of time. He doesn't act, rashly or impulsively. He makes sure that every move or decision that he makes is one based on the betterment of whatever his aim is. I say he, his, because it's a male in the card. Ignore the gender. We also have the King of Cups, so Cancer, Pisces, specifically Scorpio. That could be your energy, just moving slowly, feeling your way through something slowly, or being very slow to open up, especially emotionally. Tell me more. Tell me more about Taurus's current energy situation. One more with the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, please, for Taurus's current energy. What's going on with Taurus? Tell me one more, please. Dang. I flew all the way to the wall. To the window, to the wall. Shut up, brain. Three of Swords. So you could be working your way through some disappointment, pain, heartbreak, sadness. it's not to say that you're not feeling it strongly, but I think for some of you, the way that this Knight is moving kind of away from that, they're taking this like pack with them on their back. It's like we're learning a lesson. We're taking what we've learned from this with us, but we are leaving something behind, which is the pain, the sorrow, the sadness, the disappointment. Or you could just be navigating through something that hurt you. Alright, so tell me about this with the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. What's going on there? Tell me about this with the Knight of Pentacles. Let's stick to the Knight of Pentacles. Tell me about it. What's going on with that Knight of Pentacles? Tell me about that Knight of Pentacles. Maybe you're hesitant to get involved emotionally with anyone or maybe anything because, yeah, you're very guarded at this time. With the Nine of Wands, this is the Wounded Warrior card. This is about somebody that is very cautious, very protective, very skeptical, doesn't want to get hurt again, so they put up a wall, they put up a boundary. It could be because of a King of Cups person, or this could just be you, like emotionally you're not ready to maybe invest in a relationship, or just open up, or be vulnerable, or be receptive, or express yourself, because you're still feeling this. Alright, what was that Three of Swords about? Tell me about the Three of Swords. I would, usually I clarify every single card that comes out, but I'm trying to do shorter videos. Tell me, what is that Three of Swords about? Why is that here for Taurus? Obviously this is a general reading, so it'll be different for everyone. And if you're not going through anything that's caused you harm or pain or sadness, then this is already probably not your reading. Tell me about that Three of Swords. You can do 3 shuffles. One just came out, but I don't like the weak. I like it when they have energy behind them. Okay. So what was it? We have wands here. A lot of wands. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Okay. You did not receive something here. You did not receive what you had went out of your way to achieve. Whether that was somebody stole your thunder, maybe they got the position that you wanted, maybe they got the pay raise that you wanted, maybe they got the person you wanted, or maybe the person that you wanted didn't see your value. Maybe you worked very hard towards some goal to get you wanted to achieve something, but with the Three of Swords you didn't achieve, or maybe it wasn't up to your standards. But it more so feels like you weren't recognized, or you didn't get something out of it that you felt you deserved. Because the Six of Wands is about receiving recognition, being seen, possibly like rewarded in some way, validated, a victory. And the Ten of Wands tells me that this is something you worked your ass off for. Like you put your all into it, mentally, emotionally, but especially physically. Some of you could have like busted your butt to build something for yourself, and then it's something about it disappointed you. You did not receive that reward. You did not receive recognition. You did not receive the victory. Or maybe it was just... But with the Nine of Wands, I kind of feel like it was more personal than that. You took it very personal. And now, because of that disappointment, you're hesitant to open back up, or maybe you're just hesitant to work so hard in the future because it didn't pay off for you in that scenario or in other scenarios similar. Now you're more cautious. Alright, what is the biggest challenge or obstacle between you and the person most on your mind? We have the Ace of Wands as a challenge. So what that means is there's a lack of initiation. There's no offer, there's no fire, there's no passion. It could be that nobody has made any moves yet. Tell me about that Ace of Wands. Is the biggest challenge or obstacle between Taurus and the person most on their mind? Tell me more about that Ace of Wands, please. Tell me more. Maybe it's a lack of motivation, a lack of ambition. It could even be wasted opportunity. Maybe there was an opportunity, but nobody has picked up the baton, so to speak. Tell me about that Ace of Wands. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we had the Judgment card come out. That is a card of Scorpio. Then we had the Ten of Cups. Okay, so whether this is a new person, an old person, doesn't really matter, but I did hear the phrase rekindle the flame. So nobody has taken initiative to rekindle something, or if it's a new person, then they haven't tried to start the fire. I say that because the fire, she's in the cauldron. This card is about a rebirth moment, rising from the ashes, phoenix, second chances sometimes. It's a reconciliation card sometimes, but it's also a soul's purpose card. Feeling called to do something. So even though we're feeling called to do it, we're not taking action. Or somebody is they lack the motivation. It could be that they're just not hearing the call. With the Ten of Cups there, this would show that like this is something that could bring happiness, could bring emotional fulfillment. But no, again, nobody's picking up the baton. Tell me one more with Judgment and the Ace of Wands. It could be that somebody's already started on a new path, but it doesn't look that way from what I've seen from your current energy. Obviously, it's not going to show everything. Okay. And the King of Cups again. So somebody's heart isn't in it. I say that, I think this is on your end because you had the King of Cups with the Nine of Wands, the guardedness, the caution, the skepticism. It could have been even just like you have like a jaded view. It doesn't have to be that extreme, but you're just not as emotionally receptive, or you're not in a position where you want to be exposed, you want to be vulnerable. I think the main thing here though with that Ace of Wands is the main card is that nobody is taking initiative here. Nobody has sparked the fire. Nobody has stoked the flame. It's just kind of sitting there. I think we do hear the call. Somebody does, but nobody's picking up the phone. Nobody's making the call. Nobody's taking the action. So there's inaction. There's a lack of action with that. Alright, so moving on to how they see you. This is their perspective. Keep in mind, their perspective does not mean it's the truth. It's just how they see you. Alright, the Fool. This is Aquarius energy, also Pisces, Aries, but mainly Aquarius. Okay. So this can be somebody that takes chances, somebody that's happy-go-lucky, somebody that is a free spirit, somebody that is adventurous, daring. It takes bravery and courage to take a leap of faith, so those aspects too, those characteristics tell me more about how this person, it can also be they see you as too much of a risk taker. Tell me about the Fool, please, for how this person sees Taurus. Tell me more. Tell me more, please. 1, 2, 3, Temperance, 2 majors, that's Sagittarius energy. And the 2 of Swords. Okay. So what I think this is like, you have the ability to be the Fool, to take a risk, to take that leap. But there's a part of you that holds back, that doesn't, like you hesitate. You hesitate with the 2 of Swords because the 2 of Swords is about indecision, standing still, not making a decision, not taking an action, not making a choice. With Temperance, it could just be like the wiser part of you kicks in and kind of like, I'm almost getting like the Strength card here, energy, where we moderate our impulse. We overpower our own impulse, our instinctual knee-jerk reaction to take risks. Tell me about the Fool and Temperance. Okay, this could be that this is how they see you towards them. Like that you don't want to take a risk with them. One, 2, and 3. Knight of Swords. Okay, like, yeah, you cut yourself off. The part of you that would speak up, or that would come to a conclusion, or move towards a thing, then you stop short. Maybe it's about you second guess yourself a lot. They see you as a person that, you know, with certain things you'll blindly step forward and take a chance, but maybe it's towards them that you hold back. Tell me about that 2 of Swords. It's like, yeah, you muffle yourself, or you silence yourself, or you moderate yourself. There's another word for moderate, and I'm trying to not overpower. And I don't know why the word mitigate just came to my mind. That's not the word either. It's like it's almost like you censor yourself. That's not the right word either, but it works. And it's almost like Tell me about the Two of Swords. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I see you as not open to love. That's Gemini energy. That's 3 major arcana now. So they see through this. They know that underneath what stops you is a person that is very adventurous, is very open-minded, is spontaneous, happy-go-lucky, but when it comes to love, or maybe just love a relationship with this person, they see you as indecisive, that you stop yourself short, or that you censor yourself, or that you hold back. You almost like mute yourself down or diminish yourself somehow in second guessing. But with the Temperance and Fool there, that's really good energy to see, for someone to see you as that. That's really nice energy. It's not, the only negative really would be the Two of Swords. This would be like somebody that pulls the rug out from underneath their own potential. Now, they could see this as like you pull the rug out from the potential of the two of you, but maybe you have a good reason. I don't know yet. They could see you as a person too that's worth the risk, that they would take a leap for, that they would hedge all their bets, and but maybe they're giving you the time and space. Moving on, how you see them, your perspective of them. This is the Four of Swords. And you may see them as uncommunicative, silent, having gone silent. Oh my God, I say that and look what comes out. Hermit. Virgo energy. So you see them as someone either you don't want to talk to or they're not talking to you. Maybe you see them as someone that has literally like put the last nail in the coffin. That's what the picture is showing. Usually the Four of Swords is about rest, a time spent to recuperate. So you could see them as a person that is healing in their own way. They're going within. They've withdrawn. They've gone like internalized. It's a card about self-reflection. You could see them as someone who has, halted or stopped all communication, maybe even ghosted as well, though. Tell me one more. But this, again, then, and looking at this in a different way, this could be somebody that you have halted communication with. Okay, so this card came out for them earlier, the confusion about why they feel rejected. So I'm kind of seeing this as you closing the door on something, on them, but it could be the other way around. I said that because they're confused about why they don't feel welcome. And here it is again. Maybe they're not welcome. Maybe you have closed that door, closed the coffin lid, nailed the last Why do you see them as the Hermit, the Four of Swords, the Five of Pentacles? Maybe you see them as someone, there's that Strength card I was talking about, Leo energy. You see them as someone that you need to separate or distance yourself from. You need time, space, silence. You need to heal, or maybe you see them as needing to heal. They have issues to work out, or you have issues to work out when it comes to the thought of them. So either way that plays out, somebody here is not communicating, or if there is communication, it's very spotty at best. But the reason why you're doing, or why you see them this way, you either need to regain your strength, because that's what the Four of Swords, again, a time of introspection, healing, resting. It's similar to that Hangman, which is minor arcana. It's after the Three of Swords, which was was the Four of Swords, which says healing from that heartbreak, healing from the pain, healing from the loss. So you're either doing this because it's what you need to do right now, or you see them as doing that. Okay. It would make more sense to say you see them as doing that, but it could be that you see them as a person that you need to close the casket. Alright, oops. How they feel about you. Three of Pentacles. Don't do that. Three of Pentacles. Tell me more. Tell me more about that Three of Pentacles, for how this person feels. What are their feelings towards Taurus? Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more, please. How this person feels about Taurus. Another 3, so 33. March 3rd. Just more like the number 3. It could be significant, or the number 33. Tell me one more with the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. I see this as their feelings are that you're worth waiting for. And I kind of got that with the Fool. Like, they also see you as this person, but they also, I think they feel like you're worth the risk. You're worth taking the chance. Tell me one more with the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Tell me more. 1, 2, 3. Two of Cups, yep. They see potential with you, something worth nourishing, something worth feeding, something worth growing. There's teamwork here, there's cooperation, but there's also the Three of Wands is a card about waiting, usually waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for something that you believe is coming to you, like in a positive way. Having put in the effort, you're waiting for the results. Which also makes sense. They're waiting for you because they had the Two of Swords, so they saw you as indecisive and not making a choice, not communicating something. But I think they're waiting for that, because They want to continue to water something, to grow something with you. And with the Two of Cups, this is love, but it's two people coming together equally, like meeting one another. Nobody's chasing anyone here. It's a mutual energy of love or care or desire. So I think they'll wait. They do care about you. This doesn't feel like a long-term relationship. This feels like something. If you guys were in a connection, it was very short-lived. I don't think that it had anything to do with the two of you, falling apart. Maybe it was something external that kind of disrupted this. It doesn't really matter. But the point is, they see you as someone worth waiting for because they know there's the potential for something good to come of it. Right now, you guys might just be friends, but they would like to see that. You could have friend-zoned them, or you guys could work together on a day-to-day basis. You could be co-workers, but if not, this person would like to see that grow into the Cups. So they have feelings for you, but they want to see where that goes. So your feelings for them, Queen of Cups, I think you're also open to that, unless the clarifiers change this. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Tell me one more for Taurus's feelings towards this person. One more with the Queen of, or not one more, but tell me more about the Queen of Cups. Or how Taurus feels about this person, please. What are their feelings towards the person most on their mind? Tell me more. 1, 2, 3, 7 of Wands. Yeah, this is the story I'm getting. I don't know if you guys have been together before. It kind of feels more like this person knows you as a good friend, or you become good friends, or you work together, but they have feelings. I think you also have feelings, but you're coming out of a position of feeling hurt. They're confused. Maybe there's something else going on in their life that's kind of like adding to the fuzziness. But I think they're confused as to what's going on with you, why there's a lack of communication, why there's no action, there's no nothing's being initiated. And I think it's because you are protecting yourself, you're protecting your heart. You have the Seven of Wands there, which kind of means like you feel for them and you want to express yourself, you want to share your feelings, or you want to share that vulnerable part of yourself. But at the same time, with the Seven of Wands, it's like, I'm not ready to get down off that hill yet. Tell me more. You're still in protect mode. Okay. 5 of Cups. Why? Because something happened in the past that you can't, or you haven't quite let go of. I don't know if it's regarding this person. It kind of doesn't feel that way. It could be though. But there's something that you're still healing from. You're still disappointed by. You still feel the regret, remorse, sadness, loss, guilt, shame of something that happened that was lost. This is a card about something that's already happened, the 5 of Cups. Could have been way before you ever met this person, I don't know. It could be about this person. I do feel like you do have feelings. What happened? What's the Five of Cups about? Tell me about that Five of Cups. Why are we protecting our heart? What happened? Again, general reading. It'll be different for everyone. Tell me more about that Five of Cups. Tell me more. 1. Okay, 2. 3. What came out here? The Fool. Okay, because that's how they see you, right? You took a leap of faith and it burned you. You leaped off the cliff, you took a chance. You went there, you put yourself in a position of vulnerability. Stop it, stop it. Jesus, that's loud. And you ended up hurt. Give me 1 second. Whether that was with this person or someone that was before them, or even a situation. It doesn't even have to have anything to do with a person or a relationship, past relationship. It could be that you're coming out of a period of a lot of disappointment in your life in general. But that's why you're so guarded. That's why you're being so protective of your heart, your space, your time, your energy. I do think you have feelings for this person, and you would love to share that with them. Maybe not love to. Maybe that's too soon. That's what I'm kind of getting. I might even title this "Too Soon?" Question mark. Alright, so their next actions towards you. That's the Seven of Swords. Now, this is always a different meaning for me. Not meaning, but a different energy than most decks portray the Seven of Swords. Because the Seven of Swords is sometimes about deception, self-deception, secrets, strategy, plotting, sabotage, self-sabotage. But this guy here, he's coming out of a coffin, or maybe he's getting in, we don't really know. But on the coffin lid, on the interior, are the words hope and reflection, like scratched or written into the I don't know what you call that, padding. Tell me more. What's this person's probable next action? What action are they most likely to take towards Taurus, please, with that Seven of Swords? Tell me more. Okay. Six of Swords. I get that. Okay, I'm kind of getting this feeling like they're losing hope. They're starting to wonder if they were lying to themselves, and if it's better to move on, or if it's better to let this go, or if it's better to just give themselves some peace, especially mentally, because sevens deal with the mind, thoughts, logic, ideas. That's kind of the energy I'm getting so far. Like maybe they and you know, they had the Seven of Cups up here twice, and there's 7 and 7, or no, 6 and 7, but 7, 7, 7, and now we have 6, so 6, 7. It's almost like they wonder if they had the wrong idea, or they got the wrong impression. Maybe they thought too much into it. They were lying to themselves about the whole thing. Tell me about the 6 and 7 of Swords for their next action. I don't see them as taking an action yet. I think they're more in contemplative mode. But let's see what else comes out. tell me one more. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's like they would like to try to strategize a way to come forward, but they're not sure how. There's too much uncertainty, and it's bringing up too much, almost like mental anguish, because that's what the Six of Swords is. It's about moving away from the thing that brings stress, or it's moving towards peace and harmony, away from the previous card, which is the Five of Swords, which is all about conflict, struggle, challenges. So tell me about the Six and Seven of Swords, and I'm going to look at that Wheel of Fortune. Things may change for the better, but it feels more like they don't see a way forward. They don't see a way to change things. Okay, yeah, look at that. So we had two flip. First one that showed upright, or face up, is the Eight of Swords. Yeah, they don't know what to do. They feel blocked, literally or figuratively. They're all in their head about this. They have a lot of doubt. And the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe it's best if they just move along and work on themselves and stay single. But there's sadness in these cards. It's not like they would move, they're not moving on because there's a loss of interest. It's more like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make it better. I don't know how to improve my chances. I don't know if they'll accept me, because they do feel rejected. They do feel like you are indecisive. You're not giving them any signals, or maybe you're giving them mixed signals. I don't know. Tell me about that Wheel of Fortune. Better yet, tell me about that Wheel of Fortune. One. Why am I doing it this way? Turn it. Okay, that was quick. Hierophant. Yeah, it's like they're stuck on repeat. Maybe if they just kind of leave it where it's at, maybe something will happen. Maybe something will come to them. Maybe some answer will reveal itself. But as of right now, they don't know what to do. They really don't know what to do. I think, yeah, they're frustrated, but it's more like it's feeling defeated. There's a feeling like, I don't know what to do. Alright, how will you react to this, in this case, this lack of action? And that was the big challenge. There's no action being taken. No drive, no momentum, no energy, no, it's inaction. Or a lack of an opportunity at all. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Tell me about that Six of Pentacles. Tell me about that Six of Pentacles for Taurus's reaction. How will they receive this? How will they react to it? How will they feel about it? Tell me about that Six. One, two, and three. Nine of Cups. Tell me one more. Nine of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Tell me one more. It's almost... Oh. Okay. I don't know if this is you being sincere, or if this is what you tell yourself, Because if you're not ready, you're not ready. And nobody should force you or try to they shouldn't insist if you're not on the same page, if you're not ready, if you're not. So it's almost like you're okay with it. You're content, at least. It's fine. I'll just go on about my daily routine. But with that hermit, I do think there's some later on, not right away. I think there's some like doubts there. Did I make the right decision? I think after some time has passed, you'll start to reflect. I think the person on your mind, maybe this has already happened and you've already made this decision, and this is like you're starting to wonder what would have happened if you had said something or if you had done something. And this is your answer. This person would have, not to say that it wouldn't have like been unsuccessful, but they wanted to take it somewhere, or they want to take it somewhere. You, however, are not. It's not that you don't care for them, I think that you do. But again, you're just not ready. And you're okay right now, at least. If they don't take an action towards you, to just let it be what it is, let it lie. Maybe let time pass. Come back to it later. Not come back to them, but come back to thinking about it later. Alright, so let's look at the outcome. Now here's the Five of Swords. Tell me about probable outcome, because it cannot be definitive. Tarot does not dictate free will. Theirs or yours. So the most probable outcome is the Five of Swords. Chariot, that's Cancer energy. There's movement here. There's a lot of momentum here. There's a lot of energy here. Tell me one more with the Chariot and the Five of Swords. Tell me one more. Chariot and Five of Swords, please. 1, 2, 3. 7 of Swords. Oh, good God. I'm feeling regret, but at the same time I'm feeling regret, it's also too proud to admit it. Self-deception. Now, another way to interpret this is getting mad because someone made you angry. An argument happens, a fight. Maybe somebody gets mad that someone else moved on without them. It triggers them and they react to... It could be like you move on with your life and then they get angry and they say something. They incite, like, or they antagonize or they confront, and it causes an argument. And then it's weird energy, man. It's almost like then you feel like in some way like, well, that proves my point that I couldn't trust this person, or this person wasn't the right one, but they were just well, that's not fair, because there's a way to express and communicate your frustration without causing an argument or being combative. But I also see this what as like thinking I'll just move on and it'll be fine, because that's the energy we left off with, but then coming back to it and trying to convince ourselves that we're not angry and we don't have regrets. Tell me about that Five of Swords. That's all I really want to know about. Tell me, why is that here? What does it represent? Ooh. Okay. Capricorn energy. We also have Aries, Leo, Sag. That took a weird turn. Somebody gets jealous, possessive, somebody lashes out. I don't know why. Because right now they're not making any moves towards you. I mean, they do have the Seven of Swords here. But okay, a possible interpretation here is that you didn't know that they had a girlfriend. They were trying to get with you, they were trying to talk to you. You thought they were single, they gave you the impression they were single, and they weren't. And you find this out later, and it leads to a blow-up, or an accusation, confrontation, or somebody finds out that someone is moving on, possibly to a partner, possibly with their life, and they react to it angrily, with anger and jealousy, because they no longer have control. I don't know on whose side this is, honestly. It could be either. But yeah, this could be interpreted as someone that lied or deceived in some way. That's a weird turn. I don't think it would be you that's lying, because your heart is broken. So if it is lying, then it's on their end. But I'm not convinced of that. Emperor, Aries energy. Bye. I hope this isn't you. Like seeing them when they finally do give up and move on, that you don't get angry because you thought you had plenty of time to revisit this, only to find out that they got with someone else, and it makes you angry because you thought that you were their first option. I don't know. It's not a good outcome, I'll tell you that. It's one of two things. Well, three things really. Somebody moves on, forms a relationship, the other one strikes out in anger. Or somebody was lying and they had someone on the side already and they lied about it. Or it's anger kind of projected because we realize too late that the other person has given up and moved on, and we lash out. Okay, so I don't know who's who, but that's the outcome. A fight, an argument, or maybe it's anger directed at yourself, internal conflict, which is the first thing that I felt was internal conflict. Was like, oh, what did I do? Or what did I not do that caused? Okay, long-term, real-world, overall potential between you and this person that's on your mind, most on your mind. We have the World here, that is Capricorn energy. All the fixed signs, but Capricorn. Don't generally take the two, or take two when they come out. I prefer one, but yeah, I don't know, that's kind of what I'm feeling, man. like you missed an opportunity. Maybe this is their feeling too, as well, mutually. Missed opportunity. Timing was off, it wasn't right. It might not be too late. Tell me one more. Tell me one more, please, for the long-term real-world potential. It could be like there's a big difference between the two of you. Age, upbringing, religion, politics, cultural differences. There could be a decent amount of distance. That could be part of it. Most of all of which could be overcome, not all of it, but tell me one more with the 9 of Cups, with the 4 in the world, for the long-term real-world potential between Taurus and the person most on their mind, please. One. 2. That's the wrong one. Tried to grab 1 and 2 came out. Well, you won't know if you don't try, but I think there's just too much uncertainty around this. Our feelings are too clouded or crowded. There's too many uncertainties. There's too many variables. There's too many unknowns at this time. Tell me about the world. Why is that here? What does it represent? And it could be just too many differences as well. Hangman. And this definitely feels like the timing is off. Like right time, wrong place, or wrong place, wrong place, wrong time. It's not that there isn't any potential, but it just feels like with the world there's either too many differences, or you guys see things very differently, enough to make you like incompatible, or just you would have to work harder. And it feels like a timing element is in there as well, on top of that. Because I think those things could be overcome. But I think you're more in a position where you're not ready. It could be like you're fresh out of a previous connection. Tell me about that 7 of Cups. Why is that here? What does it represent? Okay, thank you. 7 of Wands. Yeah, our feelings, our emotions, I think on your end, and maybe theirs too, are just all over the place. It's like we're too close to see the big picture, or we're too close right now in it. It's almost like you need the space and time, which 100%, if you're not ready, again, that's paramount. I don't get that there's no potential here. I get mainly that it's just the timing was wrong. I don't think it's anybody's fault unless there was lies. In that case, you dodged a bullet, or they did, or whoever. But that's not what I really got here. That wasn't my first reaction to those. Alright, I'm done. I don't know if this is a timing thing where someone needs time to heal, or there needs to be some more growing to do, some more maturity to gain. I'm not calling anybody immature, don't come at me. But it's like something about this is not fully baked. And if you did get in, the potential would mean nothing because mainly that Seven of Cups. No, I won't even say it. That's not fair. That's not even true. There's a timing element I'm feeling. There's something that you guys are not aligned correctly, whether that's values, future goals, again, those things that are fundamental to a couple making it long term. And then also the feelings are all jumbled. Okay, Taurus, that is your reading. Let me know in the comments if this if this resonated, made sense to you, or was your reading. Please feel free to like, share, and or subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you that stopped in or watched the video in its entirety. Thank you, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll talk to you next time.